Hey guys and girls, what's up? Anatoly is here, founder of Golden Stream Media, and today I have a wonderful guest in my video which I would like to introduce you. It's one of my great friends, and it's awesome person who always not just having great humanity and like as good as a person. He's in general fucking genius in e-commerce, and he has his own mastermind where he helping mostly for French communities. And his name is Florian. Sorry, Florian, because I want to say so many great words about you. I didn't say even your name. So like Florian really like having such a great knowledge in e-commerce that, to be honest with you, I will edit his Instagram link. You can DM him easily and let's see if he can support you in something. But anyway, I really love to introduce him to my guys and to show that, guys, limitations in our heads and only in our heads. You can really do whatever you want with the e-commerce. You need just to believe in that, and Florian will share that with you. Florian, what's up, bro?
What's up, Anatoly? Thanks for the invitation.
So how's that going for you? Share with the audience, where are you right now? I mean, where are you living?
So yeah, right now I'm originally from France, but I live in Bali right now. It's been a few months. So like the past 4 years, I've been like changing places. I used to live in Bali for like a year and a half, and then I was traveling to Europe, Mexico, and everywhere. And then I miss Bali, so I decided to come back. And I think right now with the COVID situation, it's the best place to be
I
in
was
the
about to
world.
say that you choose the best place to stay in the COVID. Amazing.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit more about tell a bit more about yourself, about your journey, if you don't mind, and especially like when did you start it, like when it was and how it happens to you, like
Okay.
how long are you doing that?
So I've been doing ecom for like 4 years. So how I get started? So I finished my studies. I have like a master in a business school, and then after the master, I was like, no, I mean, my cousin came to me. He was already introduced me about entrepreneurship, having an online business, launching your own business. And yeah, I feel like I didn't want to go like for a 9 to 5 or something. And back in the day, I used to be like a international like dance teacher, traveling the world for teaching dancing. Like I had a very good level and everything. So my cousin
It is
offered
your
me,
hobby right now. Right
yeah,
now I
it's
know
more
it's
like
your hobby.
it's more my hobby. But before it was like I was actually earning money, through dancing. And then my cousin told me like, hey man, like we can launch a business where we could teach people how to dance online, create a platform, create online course like for dancing, and then scale it like with like more dances and everything. So it was like a nice project on the paper. The thing is, I didn't have the experience that I have now, and yeah, I didn't get along well with my cousin, so it flopped basically the project. But after it flopped, I was like, okay, there is no way I want to like find a 9 to 5 or something. So I found out about e-commerce, dropshipping. So as everyone, I bought a course, checking the YouTube videos, and then I just got started. And yeah, it took me 8 months to find like my really real first winner. The one that really changed your life. Say, oh wow, this shit is real. You know.
Yeah.
And then since then, yeah, like after the first winner blew up, I decided to move out of France, and I went to Bali. And yeah, my plan was my dream, like through the e-com and like online business in general, was to be able to travel the world and not live in France, because I don't like to live in France. I don't feel like the atmosphere, the mindset is right for me.
Hmm.
So yeah, so and now I
So
live in Bali. And
how long are you doing that? 4 years, if I'm not mistaken.
4 years, yeah. I started in February 2017, like in days.
Oh, I started in August 2017, so almost the same.
Yeah.
Awesome. Can you tell me like important thing which is I noticed for myself? You said it took 8 months for you to find the first winner. For me, it's actually took first four, no, a bit more. It was February 2018 when I got my first winner. So as well, it's like around half year, but of the active practice, maybe 4 and 4.5 months. But it's actually great because I want you to share your opinion as a person with the huge background and behind struggles of those 8 months, to share like why it worth it, and like that it nothing, people are coming and thinking that for example, in our agency, some of the clients are coming and thinking that it is takes a couple of weeks, to change the life and make the money. And explaining your own background and the experience, what exactly you have to go through, and why we have to wait for that and be patient, especially because 8 months it's long. But
Yeah.
like what you're supposed to have, the main thing, main three things to survive and finally get your winning product and start changing your life with the better results.
So the first advice I would give to anyone who's getting started is to avoid the shiny object syndrome. So for people who don't know what it is, it's like a syndrome where you always look for the new technique, the new course, the new thing that you think is gonna change your life, you know. And that's how I think a lot of people who get started, they're like this, they buy a course, but instead of like following the course to the T, they keep like buying new courses, checking YouTube videos, talking with other people, and in the end, like you don't have like a structure, you don't have like a clear method that you're following, and sometimes the method are different from one course to the other. So you're like, oh, what the fuck should I do? And so that was my issue. I was too much like, watching a lot of courses, videos, and I think I wasn't executing enough. I was testing product, but I was more like trying to find this new product research method or this new Facebook ads that's gonna change my life. But it's not that. It's if you want to get successful, you need to find a good course, a good mentor. Yeah, and you can like as a beginner, it's not easy because sometimes like people have great marketing and you don't know what is good, what is not good because you're getting started. But yeah, if you have if you think like someone is legit, buy his course and then like just follow it to the T. Like don't start watching other YouTube videos that are gonna like confuse you even more. Stick to the process, follow the method, the process. If it was proven for the instructor and also for a lot of his students, that's why also you need to choose a good course with a lot of social proof, and proven results. Then just follow it to the T. And then second is like you need to be consistent. It's like that's the thing. Like when I get started, sometimes I could work like all day, and I would lose motivation, and I wouldn't work for like 2 3 days, and then I would work again. Instead of working like consistently a few hours per day or all day. Like that's the most important. Like one, find a good mentor. Two, like be consistent, work every single day, even if it's something little. So that you just keep the momentum. You don't lose the momentum because if you start like no, not today, I don't feel like it because I feel I'm
Mhm.
not motivated, and then
Exactly.
you're gonna like not doing it. And the last thing is like commitment. So it's like you need to find a commitment if you want to really like get successful in the business. You need to find commitment either to your family or like I don't know, like a why, like a purpose or something that you're committing to, so that you're not gonna yeah. So even if you're not feeling motivated, you're just gonna keep working and keep pushing through. And me, like things started to take off when I actually started to have like a deadline, because I remember like I was 6 or 7 months in the business, and yeah, I had no results. But as I told you, I was making a lot of mistakes, not being consistent and everything. And then like my mother like gave me a deadline because she was like I was like I wasn't making a lot of money. Like I was teaching just students on the side to make some money, like mathematics, French, English to students to make
Mhm.
some money. And she said like, hey, like you've been working in your stuff for like a year and a half now. Like the dropshipping plus the dancing project, and nothing was taking off. So she said maybe you should find a job or something. So I told her, okay, give me until the end of like 2017. I had like 2 3 months left to make it work, and if it's not working, I will find a job. So once you set yourself like a deadline, like you're back to the wall, like, oh shit, I have no choice. I have to make it successful. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to find a job and like,
Average life.
yeah, and like say, give up on my dreams. And I was like, there is no way. And so when you have this deadline, boom, like I started to hustling. I started to finally invest in a proper coaching, with someone, and then things started to take off after like 3 weeks, because like I had this deadline and I was like really dedicated to make it happen. So yeah, that would be my advice for beginners that get started.
Amazing. Yeah, it's actually, I see, I usually share similar information to my guys, and it's exactly like you see, everyone have this same understanding when already went through the process. And just these three things are important. And from my side, I would be just added from my side for myself, if I would have not three, five things, it would be something about the be patient, like don't think,
Yeah,
don't expect the returns as up. It is the long game. It's a long-term game. You're gonna be struggling. You're gonna be losing money. You're gonna be losing time, not sleeping nights. So you have just to be patient and believe what you're doing. And the second thing is supposed to be any kind of additional cash flow generator, or like online part-times or offline
yeah,
part-times,
yeah,
whatever, just to keep your cash flow running. So
exactly.
to survive in the business. This is what just I would be doing, because I remember the main thing for me was financial part, and it was difficult. But anyway, cool, man, cool. And so when you find your product and all the things start rolling, how did you get to that level where you right now? I mean, tell us a bit more about that journey inside. I mean, inside of the
Yeah,
already available with the results and profits e-commerce.
yeah. So yeah, I found this first winner. I made like 95K with like 25% profit in like 1 month and a half. I went from zero. So that's something also like this. People think like the success is like linear, but it's more exponential. It's like nothing, 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 and boom, it just blew off. It's not like very linear, and yeah, a lot of entrepreneurs are talking about this concept of like success being exponential, and I experienced that because for like 8 months nothing, and boom, after 10 months, 95K. Like I had so much, like I never had that much money in my bank account. I was like, whoa. But what the fuck happened. So I just
Miracle.
then I moved to Bali. Then I moved to Bali because my goal was to travel and also network with other entrepreneurs, because in France, like I couldn't network with like so many entrepreneurs, and I know in Bali I would meet a lot of people. It would inspire me, and the life in Bali is good. So yeah, I went there. I started to network with other people, a lot of ecom guys crushing it. We were exchanging a lot of ideas, and stuff. So yeah, I kept scaling my biz on living in Bali, and I think like we had like a big breakthrough when I met my ex. So after a few months I was in Bali, maybe like 4 months after I was in Bali, I met my ex,
Hmm.
and I remember she was a fitness coach at the time, and she was trying to make it work online, but she wasn't making much money. So but the thing is, like, the relationship was going very well, but she had to go back to Norway to make money, because she was running out of money. She had to go back to work and stuff. So I told her like, hey, what if I teach you what I'm doing, dropshipping,
Hmm.
and if it's working, then you won't have to go to back to Norway. You can stay in Bali, and we can live together. And because yeah, I really loved her, and it's I wanted to save the relationship, and she was
To
smart.
keep
She was
her with
very
you,
like,
and
huh?
make you to keep you with you, keep her with you, and make her kind of your network. I mean, the same interest.
Yeah. Yeah, because she was very smart. I could see like she had potential. Because if she wasn't smart, or I couldn't see any potential. I wouldn't waste my time trying to teach her this. But I could see she was
Hmm.
driven, super smart, and she had the work ethic. So it's like, okay, let's do it. So we opened a store together, and I decided to try Norway, because she was Norwegian, and
By the
I heard
way, sorry about the markets. It's a good question. Share with the audience which markets you prefer, and I mean you started with, because it's interesting actually. All the people are all focusing on the one market only. So share
yeah,
your journey.
US.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
yours.
so because I was focusing at that time, before I started doing Norway with her, I was focused mainly on like US market and French market,
Mhm.
which are like super competitive now, because a lot of like all the gurus and the instructors are teaching people how to get started on those markets. There is also a lot of like courses in French, and a big like dropshipping community in France. So French market also becomes saturated. So yeah, like I heard about the guys who were crushing it with like launching store to Spain, Italy, and like
Small markets.
Holland, like yeah, small market. I was like, wow, that's very smart, actually, like to translate and launch. I was like, okay, let's start doing it in Norway and see what happens. And after 1 week, we were scaling to 4K per day with like 50% profit with a product that I tested back in the US and French market that didn't work, but I believed in the product and I decided to try Norway. And then we made like 200K in 3 months out of like 2 products with like 40% profit. And I was like, whoa, that's fucking mind blowing that you can make that amount of money with like small markets, And then we started to explore, like going to other markets like Denmark, Germany, Finland, and everything. And then it's the same. We kept scaling. We just like find one good product, and we know it's working in, like, for example, in Norway or in France. And like again, they just scale horizontally by launching new store and like to like Nordic countries or Spain. Like I tried Spain and Italy, but it didn't work. So I never managed to scale on those countries. I know some friends who managed to, but yeah, like the Scandinavian countries are really good. And then and it's just open up the world to you once like it's working on these countries. I have friends who are crushing it in Romania, in Hungary. I even have friends who are crushing in Japan. Some people are doing cash on delivery in the Eastern Europe or in Asia. So it's like, there's not only this way of doing
cash on delivery. Philippines.
Yeah, Philippines. Indonesia, Philippines. So it's like there is so many opportunities. You don't have to stick only to the saturated. Like everyone is in the US, everyone is in France right now. You're like, man, I'm not even launching anything to those countries now. Nowadays, exactly. And that's what I'm teaching to my students. You don't need to go to fight on unsaturated market. When you can have like better markets with less competition.
That's why I ask you about the markets, because I know like it is the super valuable information, which is actually not a secret anymore. But I remember when I found out for myself, it was kind of like not secret, but almost nobody was talking about it. And I remember we were talking exactly. One of our conversation was the first. It was about the Scandinavian countries, and it's exactly like people are just punching the same spot again and again. And I mean United States. And the Scandinavian countries and some of the Japanese countries, oh my God, it's gold mine. Now it's going a bit as well. No, it's not as saturated, but more people going there and joining. But still, a big space. We can run.
It's not as blue ocean. When I found out with this market, man, we would launch any product and we would just fucking crush it. And now I regret that I didn't push more on the market before it was and then I started teaching it to the people, and then the people, they started to get results on this, and then they started to share, and then more people coming to the market, So yeah,
you are the reason why market becoming much stronger, and harder. By the way, tell a bit more about it. I mean, continue your story, and you'll tell us about how you start teaching. I mean, it means your first student was your ex. Am I right?
Yeah,
the first person who served.
I had other people who were asking me for coaching, So I had them to scale, but mainly on the French market, US or French market, back in the days, because that's how I was doing it. But my first like student in those unsaturated market, was my ex-girlfriend at the time. And then and I started to get results, and then I started to have like other people asking me for coaching, or at that time I didn't have any course or any group or anything, but people like would hear about my results and would ask me for coaching, and then I would coach them like, yeah man, like those unsaturated markets, and boom, like they would like crush it, and they're like, oh my God, this fucking works, and then so I got good results on all those markets. And then I decided, okay, like I'm getting good at it. I wanna teach it to people. I wanna bring results to other people. And I know course is scalable, and it's good because like you make good money with course, and you also change life. If you're actually focused on the bringing value to the students and not just selling the course and then like not helping them. But my goal was to really like bring a lot of value to the people. And so I was hesitating between like launching it in English or in French. And then I was checking what was happening on the French market, and I was like, there was so much space for me actually, because like I was seeing what the other people were teaching, and no one had the same information, like the value that I have, like no one was showing it, about the unsaturated markets, or my way of doing Facebook ads, or my way of like looking for the products and everything. So I was like, okay, let's just open a group, free group. Let's share a lot of value. So I had like what I call the knowledge bomb challenge, where for 30 days I was sharing 30 like tips, but like really good tips. I wasn't like holding back on the tips. Like I was like, okay, I need to. No one knows me in French. I need to like boom come, and like just drop so much value that people will be like, oh, what the fuck, who is this guy, And I had no name, so yeah, I had to do it. So I opened the group. I started to share a lot of values, and people were talking to other people, bringing their friends. Oh my god, this guy, he's showing so much value. So they add their friends to the group, and then I was sharing values, doing live Q&A, helping the people as much as I could. And people were like mind blown by the value I was sharing, because they said they never heard about like things like that by anyone on the French market. And then I decided to launch a course. So I said, I make an announcement in the group. Okay, guys, I'm looking for 10 beta testers to test like the course and see if I can bring results to you. And, so then I had like in 24 hours, I had the 10 people. And I was like so quick, because I share so much value for free that people were like, oh man, like if he's sharing that much value for free, like let's see what he's going to share when if they pay, So yeah, I had 10 beta testers. And out of the 10 now, I think like I have like seven out of the 10 who passed 6 or 7 figures, So it was a very high success rate among those beta testers.
Because
it
of
was
the
like
countries, am I right? The golden nuggets, and plus the countries. I mean the markets which they were using.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, they were like using my methods, and there was like coaching calls, with them, because it was a small group, And so I was doing coaching call with them, shooting my course at the same time, just sharing them the good markets and everything. And they started to crush it, and then they started to talk to. Then I opened the course to other people, and then they spread the word, and then more people joined. And yeah, no, I have like 250 people in the group, and out of the 250, I have 95 people who crossed 6 figures in revenue. So it's like a high success rate, and most of them are doing like this unsaturated markets that I was like telling them to do. And all the Facebook tips and everything that I'm learning, I'm sharing to them. I'm not holding back, and that's why they're getting like good results.
So it means like your students in general, in your opinion, maybe you have calculations, or in your opinion, how much in the student results have you been generated? The students' results and your personal results, over 8 figures, I believe, for the last couple of years. Am I right?
Yeah, like for sure, like just the students, for sure. I think like it's around like 15 million in one year or something, like among all the students.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think it's around 15 million revenue. I need to maybe more, because I know some students are really crushing it. Like they started from scratch with me, and then they have like 6 stores running and a team running, because I also taught them how to like build the team and create SOPs and everything. And now it's just like you're just going to the moon now, So it really like, and when you get all those messages, like people telling you, oh man, you changed my life with your whole tips. Now I'm living the dream, with e-commerce. I'm traveling, and I managed to quit my job. It just like gives you more energy to bring more value to the table, so I can change more life, And of course, making money in the process, because like the more value you bring, then the more money you make.
Money will come. Yeah. If you have something what can really help people, money will come. Never mind about the money. Just like deliver the value. It's important.
Yeah.
And results. Yeah, you're right. Can you tell me, please, in few words, in your opinion, the biggest challenge which you had? It could be a couple of things, but the biggest challenge which you had while you start really having successful results. But both of us, we know there is always challenges with the payment providers, with the system, with the hiring, with a lot of things. But in the biggest challenge, in your opinion, it was before and in nowadays. Let's like in general, what is in your opinion, and what in nowadays it could be a challenge for people.
Okay.
So when you already getting results, I mean, because people thinking when I start getting results, it's gonna be just butterflies.
No, it's the beginning of the problems, actually, And I actually wrote an article about it, like when I started to scale, like all the challenges I got. I mean, the first thing is cash flow when you get started, because it's even when you scale, because sometimes you get on hold by the payment processor, and they hold your money, and you're like, fuck, like I'm making like my Shopify dashboard is like showing big numbers, but actually I'm not getting the money because it's on hold, and you need to pay the supplier and to pay the ads and shit. So it's like, yeah, cash flow is like, it's very important to have like, to not scale too fast, especially when you started, and like always have like a cash reserve in case like shit goes to the shit hits the fan. And I
Yeah,
had some
smooth
friends
scaling. Smooth
yeah, I
scaling.
had some friends who got horror story, like they get banned from Revolut, from Stripe, from PayPal all at the same time, and they were scaling hard, and they didn't have money to pay the suppliers and everything, so they had to, yeah, it was
I've
like
been in that
horrible.
shoes, by the way. I've been in the shoes, like holds, everything, refunds, and need to pay to the supplier. It was like up to 10K at that time. It was huge amount. Like, like how we will
Yeah,
manage.
man, like it's crazy. Cash flow is always an issue. Then you have also like the blocks when you start scaling, also from Facebook. Not only the payment processors, but Facebook starts to block you if you scale too fast, too hard.
Facebook score
Um,
show up, yeah.
yeah,
When
of
I believe
course.
it was exactly time when you start scaling, 2019.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, I need to check. I'm running out of the. I'm gonna put the. You hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
So also then after, so the next issue that I have is like finding the good people, hiring people, and when you're not experienced with like hiring people, building systems and shit, you always make mistake. You think you hire good people, but actually you don't. Your systems or processes are like a big mess, and but that's how you learn. Also, you learn on the go, and especially when you scale. That's, I think, to me, that you learn the most, because you have so much shit going on. When you scale, from like the cash flow issue, the burn processor, you have to hire the team, you have the customer not happy because they're waiting for the problem. You have the blogs, you have the Facebook page. It's like, it's never ending. It's never ending. So if you think that way, when you're gonna start to make money, big numbers on Shopify, you're gonna be happy. It's like, man, like it's only the beginning of the. At least you're happy because you can quit your job, and like, that's the one thing, because that's only the beginning. It's not the end. And I think,
Yeah,
yeah, some people get too complacent, and I was guilty of this, of being complacent at some point, when I was making a lot of money, so I was like chilling down, and then boom, like, it's you never want to be complacent in this business.
I believe, yeah, it's like supposed to be always focus on the business, even if especially when you start getting results, your focus start to be losing just because you feeling relaxed because money coming
Yeah,
in, and
exactly.
one day, boom, Facebook is not allowed you advertise anymore, or boom, payment provider PayPal hold 200K or something like that. It's like, but it's normal. I mean, maybe people thinking now like, what the fuck? Why I would be doing drop shipping or e-commerce in general in that case? Guys, it is the business. If you go to local
That's
business,
business.
COVID happens, your restaurant will be shut down, or your other places, coffee shop, whatever, it's gonna be shut down because of quarantine. Nobody can expect it. But e-commerce survive, and
Yeah,
like you need, like I believe everything it's about the mindset to survive in this business and any other businesses. You have to be having strong mindset. Issues, it's not the problem. Issues, I mean the problems, it's not an issues. It is the things which you make you stronger. So you find out the way which it doesn't work, you need to manage and find out the way how it would be working. So change it and manage. This is like, I believe it's like the main thing. If would you survive in the business or no? Only if you're going to be looking on the problems as a, yeah, I can manage. I mean, we'll manage, we'll find out the solution. This is what is always happening in my end, to be honest.
there is a quote that I like, that says, "No problem is a problem." So if you don't have any problems, there is a problem, because you're showing problems, when you scale, when you make money, when you stuff. If you don't have problems, then it means that something is wrong. Like you're not working hard enough, or you're being complacent, or something like that.
Yeah, it's true. By the way, it's when I was doing mentorship, because now I'm focusing mostly on the agency. When I was doing mentorship, if people, I said, ask me questions, please. I want to see from you 24/7 questions. When I see the question, I understand that there is something happening. That
Yeah.
you are growing, you are getting better, and I will deliver you more value. But only small percentage of people really was using that. And if people are not asking questions, it's really things. I ask, do you have any questions? No, I don't have. It means something is happening there. It means something is wrong. If you don't have
Yeah,
a question, I don't believe that you catch everything. And most of the time, this kind of people are not getting results in general because there is no questions. And you're right. Like you, if you have no problems, means in this case you study no questions. It means something going wrong. It's true.
yeah,
And about the hiring process, to be honest, I was listening, and it's so close to me because when I start my agency, I was hiring people. It was so difficult to get. Really, one thing to manage the store with you, your partner, and a couple of more people. Another thing to manage several stores and hire
yeah,
the people and teach them and understand that everything going right. And it was really a nightmare for me. But now, thanks God, it's everything smooth. But what I'm saying that really right people, I believe the success of any kind of company is the having right people inside. I mean, to manage the company. Or in the case like of the drop shippers who come into us, it means like to us or other agencies, hire the agency with the people who will manage your store, who will manage the business. So in that case, like you are miss part of these troubles of the hiring right people. Just hire right agency with the right people inside, and that's all. And prepare yourself for the cash flow and everything else, and they will help you to manage this stuff because they already have an experience. This is what, when I was creating the agency, it was my idea. Shit, I have all this knowledge, and we can really like use that on the several stores and keep the problems which is we can avoid. We can really avoid them. I mean, people can avoid them with us because of the experience, and this is one of the parts which is like keep me moving forward because I understand that more experience, then more value is happening behind, and you can share with your clients, or in your case with your students.
yeah,
So cool, man. I agree with you about the biggest challenge. It's for sure cash flow, and just be strong enough to survive, especially when you quit on your work. Usually, in this case, in this particular step, you quit the job. And cash flow hold no money, but numbers are successful. It's true.
yeah. You're right. You need to have, but I mean, you develop your mindset with the shit that is going that's happening to you. It also builds your mindset, you know. And in general, like to me, yeah, mindset is really what differentiates people who succeed and people who are not. Sometimes I can talk to some people, you know, and I can tell after a few seconds from the way they think, from the way they say, like, those people will not get successful in business. And other people, I can talk to them, and even if they don't have results now, I can be like, oh, this guy, he's gonna kill it later. Like if he keeps the
need need
like
need just time and experience for that
yeah,
kind of
like
guys.
from the
Yeah.
way they think and the dedication, the hard work, and like what they have in mind to like make it work, I can tell, you know. And
True.
yeah, it's sad, but yeah, it's like some people are just not made for like running a business and stuff, or unless they have like they need like a very big change inside of them in their mindset to be able to. But you know, just most of the time, those people they won't change because they are that's the way they are, you know.
Yeah, it's true. Awesome, bro. So, what would you like? I really would like to hear from you some kind of nugget for our audience. I mean, what, in your opinion, you have something in your hands? What were you able to share right now in a couple of minutes? And it can help to the guys with the managing their stores and getting results. Maybe about the Scandinavian countries, why not some hacks? Maybe about the scaling, about the Facebook structure. Anything in your opinion, what is valuable in 2021? Because we both of us we know every year it's like 3-4
Yeah,
main
it's
problems, main difficult things happening. So in our days, what in your opinion you would like to share something and it would be super valuable to the audience?
so to me, like the most valuable things I can say is yeah, like get started on like get out of your comfort zone and get started on those unsaturated markets. So the way to do it is very simple. You go on, so you pick one of this country like Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, Germany. You need a good PayPal account though. If you don't have PayPal, you're not gonna be able to sell in Germany, or if you don't have a solid PayPal account. Then there's like other countries, but like you need like specific payment processor. So so the way you get started on those countries is like yeah, you go on Upwork, you find translator English or like with the language that you want, and then you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You go find what's fucking crushing right now, or that was crushing the past year or in the past few months on the US market. Like you look for like videos with millions of views, thousands of likes and engagement shares, like, the product is proven. Of course, you want something that is like a broad product, because if it's too niche, then because you're gonna go on smaller markets, it's not gonna be a big audience enough to be able to scale. But if you like a general like problem solving solution, beauty product, or wow product, whatever, that is kind of like broad, all you have to do is you just scrap what's working. Sometimes I even scrap the video from the competitor and I just launch it straight away on the unsaturated markets, because I want to test fast. And then if it's working, then I come up with my own creative for scaling and everything. But like, I scrapped the video, I scrapped the product page with the review, and I just translate. I don't even change the copywriting or anything. I just like, there is an app that I'm using that's called Happy Scrapper, and this app
Yeah.
is a Chrome extension, and you can scrap the product, you can scrap the reviews, and then all you have to do is translate. And actually, I'm friend with the owner, so if anyone is interested, I can give you my discount code for the app. And man, this app is game changing, because you just grab whatever is like crushing in the US, translates in Norwegian, Danish, Swedish, whatever.
If you want, you can share with me the link after the call, and I will put
Yeah.
in the description of the video. Why not? Let the guy use it with the discount.
Yeah, and like, and then you just launch it quickly, like in one day you can launch it, because when you translate, like, so one of the tips is like, if you want to look for like the how do you say in English, like the legal pages in that are like in Danish or in Norwegian or whatever, just go on AdSpy, find like someone who is drop shipping to those countries, and just copy their legal pages, like privacy policy and everything. So you don't have to pay someone to do it. All you have to do is then change of course, you put the name of your company and everything. You don't use the exact same company name as the people you scrapped from. So that you don't have to, and then all you have to do is just send the product, maybe like the homepage and the product page, and of course the ad copy to the translator. It's gonna cost maybe $25 to $30 for one product page.
And where you will find it, just easy thing, just to clarify, Upwork or Fiverr.
Super easy to find. Usually, I'm looking for a translator. I'm doing e-commerce. I'm looking for a translator from English to each language. You're gonna have like 15 applicants, and then you just check the review if they had like good grades on Upwork, and you just hire them. And it's super easy. And in 24 hours, you can have like things ready to launch. And so you find one product. So you test. First, you focus on one market, and if the product works on that market, then if it's proven. So all you have to do, instead of looking for new products, you keep the same product, and you just launch it from you were scaling in Norway, but you're gonna launch it to Denmark. Then translate, launch it to Denmark, see if it takes off. And if it takes off,
this is another golden nugget which is nobody understand.
And
just start another store with a new language, the same product, exactly.
If it works, boom, you launch it to Sweden. Boom, if it works, you launch it to Finland, and then you just, with one fucking product, you can scale to 5-6 countries and make 6-7 figures out of one product. So that's the process I'm teaching to the people. Unfortunately, my course is only in French, so if you're a French speaker, then I can put the link under. But like, if you're not, I don't teach to English people, unfortunately. But that's the process I'm teaching to the people. It's like, it's kind of like I would say brainless, because you just like take what's working and you don't reinvent the wheel. You just like take it, and it's very easily outsourceable to a VA. The VA then is like doing the product research, he's scrapping, adding to the store, he's contacting the translator. Boom. You can also teach them how to do the testing on Facebook ads, and then you can do the scaling, and then hire later like a media buyer to scale. But it's it's super easy, of course, on the paper, but then it's more difficult to put into place.
It's a bit more complicated than just directly to United States market, but at the end, it's not too complicated. When people hear that, it's, oh my god, it's so much extra work. Guys, this is delivering you money. So make a bit of extra work, and it's really something you're going to be out of the competition. I agree with you.
And I see so many people scaling on the US market. They have like products that are fucking bangers, and they would all they need to do to make like to double, triple, or quadruple their profit,
Translated.
translate and just launch it. And they don't do it because they're like in their comfort zone, like doing only the US market, and don't feel like, oh no, I don't want to do that. Man, you're leaving so much money on the table, and then if you don't do it, then I'm gonna be the one, or my students are gonna be the one like who are gonna scrap your
If you
product.
don't want it, yeah, exactly.
If you don't want the money, we're gonna take it, you know.
Awesome, bro.
Yeah, to
Listen,
me, that's the best way to
it's
do
actually a
dropshipping
great point. Huh?
in 2021. It's the best way to do dropshipping for me in 2021 is this this method, you know.
For me, to be honest, it was the really big difference in 2020. I mean, this is when I find out this way, and it's opened my eyes. Oh my God, there is so much solution, so much opportunities there. And yeah, guys, so this is I believe this kind of it's really a golden nugget. And I'm looking forward to see any kind of questions in the comments. We're gonna be answering on them for sure. Like just subscribe to the channel, follow the Florian on his Instagram, ask him directly questions in DMs. Let's see if he is not too busy, he'll reply to you. Ask me in DMs. Like this is the things which you can really make it work in 2021. There is a lot of other things, but this is exactly what Florian is the best, I believe, in his industry. So it is one of the nuggets which is I was hoping that you will share about the countries. That's why I was making attention about the countries, which countries you are doing, because this is exactly like the secret, I would say, of the success. Anyway, like it was awesome talk, bro, and I'm really happy that you were that kind of strong person. I can say like we both like been that kind of strong that we went through several things before getting results, and especially
Yeah.
after the getting results, because the most fun with the struggles are happening well after you start getting results. And when you're seeing like your 50k or 20k or 40k on hold, or supplier is like didn't ship your items and you paid to him like over 20k or something. And it's actually really all the journey is fun. And I'm really happy to speak to someone and share your journey to the audience to show that, come on, guys, like everything is possible. You need just to manage the problems, and that's all.
And even though like now I'm making money and stuff, now I still have problems. Like I went for, just to tell you, like right now, like so I'm trying to scale my course, my French course, and we didn't find like the good things to scale, and I was like too distracted with other things. So I decided, okay, I'm just gonna cut everything. I'm going into like nightmare mode. That's what I was telling Anatoly before the call. So it's like basically I cut myself from all distraction. So no social media, no going out, no fap, no dating, no sex, no nothing. Like everything is going to be so that I solve this
Hustling.
issue. Yeah,
That's
hustling,
the hustling, bro.
because I had to update
True.
my course. I had to find like the good format with my webinar to make it work, and we had to test a lot of things. So it was a lot of work because it wasn't working as we wanted to. And, so it's like, it's never ending, but
And plus goals are becoming bigger. I mean, your targets, your goals are becoming bigger, and that's why like to achieve them, this is where your problems are getting you're getting new problems, because you're trying to over jump off your head, jump over your head. Yeah.
you don't want to be complacent, and like, you always want to aim for more. That's the mindset to me.
Awesome. Florian, it was awesome to hear your story and all the knowledge which you shared. So, guys, ask the questions, we'll answer on them. And I really wish you good luck with the course right now. And let's this year make it double of those results. What you said, 15 millions in 1 year. Make this year with the scaling of the course at least 30 millions with the students. Help people change the life, change your life, and just skill that shit out, bro. Speak soon, and I believe it's nighttime in Bali. Thanks for the time. Thanks for sharing your knowledge with the audience, bro.
Yeah, thanks for the invitation. So find me on Instagram, Florian Tap. You can type it, and I mean Anatoly is gonna put it in the link. If you have any questions, just give me, and yeah, if I have time, I will try to reply to everyone.
Awesome, bro. Speak soon. Take care.
Right.